Okay, hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by today. So what I'm going to be doing today is, this is basically going to be like our summer 2022 wrap up. I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I've carried throughout the summer, the EDC items, and tell you what I think about them very briefly. This is not going to be a full review of any of these items. Some of these items I do have reviews for, but that's not what this is. Basically just a wrap up to get ready for the fall and show you, one of the new items I'm going to be carrying into the fall, or actually a couple new items, and then, just have some fun and talk about some of the EDC stuff and knives and sacks and all that stuff that I've been carrying, and like I said, just a brief opinion of that stuff. Okay, so first up, so here is the SOG Terminus XR. So this is actually the knife that I started to EDC at the beginning of the summer. And so these guys are actually really cool. I really enjoyed this knife. Basically what we have here is a classic drop point blade. You got your D2 steel, or as they like to call it, cryo D2. Very nice high saber grind here, nice and sharp, and you got these red transparent G10 scales, deep pocket carry clip, but the real good feature, or the main feature of this knife, is the locking mechanism. You get the XR lock, which is SOG's take on the Benchmade axis lock. Okay, it's very, very similar. It operates similar. But it's actually really, really nice and easy to use. And if you guys have never used an XR lock, I highly recommend you guys check it out, because they do a really good job with this type of locking mechanism. And this was a very enjoyable knife. I liked it very much. I had some issues with the pocket clip. It's a super deep carry. And as you can see, what will happen is your pants will ride up over this lip here and get stuck, so that it makes it difficult to remove the knife from your pocket if you have if you utilize that super deep pocket situation here. But anyway, it's a fantastic knife, guys. You get thumb stud deployment as well as flipper deployment here. It's got great action. It takes some time to kind of break in. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's a perfect EDC size for me. I can't remember the exact measurements of this blade, but it's around 3 inches, and I really enjoyed this, and I recommend it. I think these go for less than $60, so if you're looking for a really good new EDC and you want to spend around 50 to 60 bucks, this is a great option. After I carried that for a little while, I started carrying this guy right here. This is the Savivi Elementum, but it's not just any Savivi Elementum. It is the button lock version. As you can see, it has a button here, and when you press that button, the blade drops free from its locked position. I don't know if you guys know about the Elementum. It is Savivi Knives' one of their best-selling models. Then they came out with this button lock version, which is a little bit larger. This has about a 3.5-inch blade. This is a really good full-size carry, I think, for a EDC. It's a little bit bigger than I like to carry, but it's really lightweight. It's very low profile. It's extremely comfortable, and the button lock mechanism on this thing is just amazing. Amazingly smooth, super, super fidgetable knife. Deep pocket carry clip right here, and black G10 scales. They have a bunch of different versions of this knife. I used this for quite a while, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think the steel on this is 14C28N. It's that Sandvik steel. But fantastic knife, guys. This button lock is so fidget friendly. In fact, this is probably the most fidgetable knife in my collection. And I have axis locks, compression locks, all other, just This is crazy how fidgetable this is, and this knife drove my wife crazy for a long time because I was constantly flipping it. So yeah, fantastic knife, guys. Highly recommend this. I really, really enjoyed it. I also recommend the standard Elementum, which is a fantastic knife also. After I carried that for a while, I started carrying, started carrying my Delica. Oh, sorry guys, my allergies. This is the Spyderco Delica. This knife really needs no introduction. This has been around forever. It's been through multiple iterations, and I think I did a review of this knife and what I thought about it. You can check it out in my past videos. I carried this for a long time in the summer, and to be honest with you, I've owned a Delica for a long time, and this summer was the first time that I actually EDC'd one of these for a regular, for an extended period of time, and this thing is absolutely amazing. I totally understand why this has earned its reputation as being one of the best EDC knives out there, especially from Spyderco. You got VG10 steel, you got a lockback mechanism here, so you don't have like Spyderco's compression lock or their ball lock or whatever, but it's tried and true and classic, and it has a very strong lock, and as you can see, you can operate this thing with one hand, no problem. So super lightweight, super low profile, amazing flat ground, sharp blade, and ergonomics are just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's the Delica. I enjoyed carrying this so much. It was really hard for me to sort of get it out and get it out of my pocket and trade it up for something else in my rotation. But fantastic knife, guys. Loved this throughout the summer, and this is a great summer carry because you're wearing shorts, going to the beach or something like that. This very lightweight and unobtrusive in your pocket. It doesn't have a deep pocket carry clip, which does kind of stink, but you can get one, aftermarket one, no problem. So yeah, after the Delica, I ended up carrying the Kaiser Gemini. This thing, also another fantastic carry. Very lightweight, full flat grind, super sharp. This guy is in Bowler N690. It is a liner lock, and it has amazing action. I love this brown micarta here. It's very worn in now because I carried it for quite a while. Just a fantastic knife, guys. I was actually really impressed with how well this thing worked as a work knife and a user. And I highly recommend it. I love Kaiser knives. They make their stuff in China, but don't let that dissuade you. This is a very high quality, nice knife, and absolutely love it. I did do a review of this also, so if you are interested, you can check that out. Yeah, the action on this is unbelievable. And I carried this, and I did some heavy work with this thing. And, well, I wouldn't say heavy work, but I put this thing through its paces, and the action is still buttery smooth. So fantastic knife, guys. And then my most recent EDC is this guy right here, the Savivi Knox, another knife by Savivi. This thing has been so enjoyable to carry. I feel like I say that about all the knives that I have, but that's actually not true. There's some knives I've carried that I do not like, believe it or not. Anyway, the Savivi Knox, perfect size for an EDC. I actually think this is ultimately the best size. Basically, you got a 2.8 inch blade here. This is Nitro V Damascus steel. This is the more premium version of this model. They have other models that are cheaper. Other versions, and so you don't have to pay the close to $100 that this was. You can, I think they go for around $60, $70 or whatever. But yeah, fantastic knife. You got marble, carbon fiber there, Damascus, and it is a frame lock. If I'm not mistaken, this is Savivi's first frame lock knife, and this is just a steel frame lock. awesome action. This took a little bit of time to sort of get broken in and have a looser action, but which is sort of uncharacteristic for Savivi, but this thing is just so enjoyable to use, guys. Really nice hollow grind here, and just perfect size, really low profile. Yeah, it was hard to put this away also and get into something new, but yeah, it'll make its way back into the rotation again. Highly recommend this, guys. Check it out, Savivi knives. And we'll take a look at this in a minute. Just want to show you guys, I also carried a couple of sacks throughout the summer. This is the Tinker. I have showed that many times. Don't really need to talk too much about this. We all know the Victorinox Tinker. My favorite Swiss Army knife, mostly because it was the first one that I've ever owned. Not this one right here, but it's the first sack I ever owned and bought with my own money. And this is just such an amazing Swiss Army knife. So I carried the Tinker for most of the summer, and it frequently makes its way back into my everyday carry because it's such an amazing Swiss Army knife. After I carried the Tinker, I started carrying this vintage Wenger. This is the Handyman. This is a fantastic Swiss Army knife, guys. Absolutely fantastic. This is a vintage version. This one is from the early 70s, but you can get later versions that are cheaper and easier to get. I ended up getting a really good deal on this brand new vintage Handyman. And basically, you know, you got a blade, you got a nail file and nail cleaner, you got a can opener, old style dogleg can opener. I'm not going to talk about this stuff too much because I actually did do a video on this, but I will show you guys. You get the cap lifter. One of the things that's really cool is, if I can get it, you get a wood saw. This is the 85 millimeter style wood saw that Wenger does, and as you can see, this thing's got some use because I took it out and I actually used the wood saw. It came in handy. I know it's crazy because you know, some people ask me like, dude, do you really need a wood saw on your sack? And I said, yes, absolutely, because I did some yard work the other day, was mowing the lawn, a branch was in my way, it was quite obstructive, and my Handyman took care of that, no problem. So it's actually one of the few times where the wood saw came in handy, for me at least. You know, and I'm sure if you do camping a lot and bushcraft and stuff, it probably comes in handy even more than that. And this also has the really cool pair of Wenger scissors. These are older ones. They don't have serrations on the blades. So yeah, fantastic pair of scissors. Absolutely love these. And then, you know, on the back side, you get your Phillips and your awl. So yeah, I carried this for not too long. You guys must have seen, if you check out my video on it. I wanted to see what it was like to carry one of these. It did have the longer chain and key ring on there. I took it off and I used the Key Smart clip, which is right over here. Fantastic Swiss Army knife, guys. And I just put it away to make room in my EDC for this here. So I got this out of the rotation for now, but it will probably, I don't know if it's going to make its way back in. This is a vintage model. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I have its original box, and you know, it does have some dings and scratches on it because I carried it, but fantastic Swiss Army knife. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so I've carried one of these throughout the summer. I love it. It's called the Pocket Pico. This is by a company called Yellow Birch Outfitters. I believe they're a U.S. company and they make their stuff entirely in the U.S. I'm not 100% sure. You guys have to check out their website, but I think they are all U.S. made stuff. And this is what I actually carried for my basically like my EDC organizer. This fits in my back pocket, no problem. As you can see, there's my hand. It's not very big. They have other types of EDC pouches. pocket organizers at that company, and this is an amazing little thing to have. This is heavy duty Cordura, and you have a pocket here where you can throw some stuff that you want to keep safe. I have some hair clips and some elastics from my daughter. My daughter is only 1.5, or actually she's about 19 months now, and she's constantly throwing her hair clips and hair elastics like all over the place, and her hair gets in her face. So it's really good to have that. I also tuck some money in there and other small things. I'm not feeling well, maybe I'll throw some ibuprofen in here, and fantastic internal compartment. And then outside here we have another compartment here. As you can see, I got some money in there. I tucked some bills in there. I put my pen, which is a Parker Jotter. This is a classic pen. Awesome. Absolutely love this thing. I need a pen on me all the time, guys. I take notes constantly because I have a bad memory and attention problems. Plus, I need it for work. So, constantly taking notes. So, I love the Parker Jotter. In this pocket, I carry my light. This is my absolute favorite light, or as the British like to call it, a torch. This is the i3T EOS. This is in that really cool copperish color. They have other colors, but this is such a fantastic light, guys. Really lightweight. You get 2 settings. You get the quick press here, so you don't have to actually press it all the way down. Nice clip. This has come in handy so many times. I absolutely love it, and it fits right in here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an O light. I don't know if I actually showed that. Fits right in here, and then right now I'm carrying a just put this in my my rotation. This is a Victorinox Super Tinker. We all know the Super Tinker. It's been around forever. You guys saw how much I actually like the Tinker. Well, its bigger brother, the Super Tinker, is the same exact knife, only it adds the parcel hook right here. And the big, huge addition that makes this amazing is you get a 3rd layer on this knife that adds the Victorinox scissors, and these are amazing. I'm pretty reluctant. Well, I carry Swiss sacks that don't have scissors on them all the time, I guess, but I love having the scissors. They come in handy quite frequently, especially if you have young kids. Swiss Army knives just come in handy. You'd be surprised how many things you can use these for when you have one on you. Now, as you can see, this does have yellow scales. I put plus scales on this thing, so I got the pen, the toothpick, and the tweezers, and this really cool yellow color that I absolutely love. So yeah, I put these scales on. Didn't come like this. I'm not going to go through all the features of the Super Tinker. Maybe I will in a future video, do a little spotlight of the Super Tinker. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. Oh, and my wallet. This wallet is by a company called Thread. They make awesome wallets. This is a very low profile, thin, minimalist style folding wallet. Just carries my license and my cards. Don't really need anything else other than that. Really nice, supple, soft leather. Just awesome. Really, really cool. And so, yeah, that is all the EDC gear that I basically carried throughout the summer. And taking a look forward, I basically am putting my Savivi Knox back in its home. And I'm going to rotate into this knife here. This is a new knife that I have. And I will be carrying this as my everyday main blade. And this is the James brand Folsom. And I got this probably, I want to say, where is it? Yeah, the Folsom. Micarta, straight blade, or straight edge, I should say. Yeah, so this is a really fantastic knife by James Brand. Now, James Brand is a company, I believe they are situated in Portland, Oregon, but they make their stuff in China, but They also do really high quality work. Their stuff is kind of expensive. I think that's a little bit of a downside for this company. I think they're a little bit overpriced. But that being said, so far this knife has really impressed me. It's just recently made its way into my pocket, and I have been carrying it for a few days now. And well, I'm not really going to get into it right now. I'll do a review on this probably in a couple of weeks. I just want to get some pocket time on it, and we will talk about this guy and what I think about it in a future video. But I just wanted to show you what my new EDC is. All right, thank you so much, guys, for coming by. I greatly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just basically what I've carried throughout the summer, and maybe at the end of the fall going into the winter I'll do another one, show you guys what I carried throughout the fall. Until next time, guys, stay safe, have a great week and the rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.